My name is Scott Hinrichs, title Vice President, Spiritual Care and Mission. I've been at Health East for 19 years, and before that was in New Hampshire at Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center for 13 years. So I'm a Baptist minister. My entire career has been in healthcare. In ministry, if you want to specialize in healthcare after seminary, you do residencies like physicians do. So I did mine at Mayo, and then I did more extensive training at Abbott Northwestern Hospital in the Twin Cities, and then went out east and was there for 13 years before finally coming here when my kids wanted to go to college. But I think I was looking for something that was a little bit broader or would allow me to use some of what I've learned to actually affect not just individuals but organizations. And this particular role, this vice president role, had some of that in it. We were also looking to come back in this direction because my kids wanted to go to school out here. But more than any of that, it had to do with, for me, the faith-based nature of this organization and its mission. I actually interviewed at another healthcare organization in town. I won't say which one, but boy, it just didn't seem structured in that direction. Spiritual care was sort of on the periphery of everything. The idea of service versus business in terms of the entire organization was less emphasized than the kind of the financial bottom line sorts of things. And I knew the person who was in my role who was retiring, and was somebody I just respected very much. And I guess I always thought, well, if they valued him and could support him, that it had to be a good place to work. We don't come into a healthcare organization to repair our bodies like you bring your car into a body shop. So that, I can bring my car in and they can just work on the transmission, but that doesn't affect other parts of the car. We're not that way. We're integrated. So anything that happens along the way in our lives has an effect throughout our lives. So when people are experiencing health or crisis, and sometimes even in the not the most acute situation, they oftentimes raise questions about what's happening in my life. What does it mean? Why am I here? Is God with me or not with me? Is there a God? These kinds of things all sometimes come to the surface in the midst of a healthcare environment. So because we're integrated people, it makes sense if you want to heal that you have to look at healing in a way that's integrated or holistic, that really affects body, mind, and spirit. The relationships that we have with one another at Health East are, I think, what differentiate us. If you ask most people who have been here or people who have left and then come back, they say, everybody's struggling with similar things, but there's something about the people here or the community that really holds us together. So that's the kind of doctors I think that we're looking for is people that want to find a way to really serve and to express that in the care that they provide people.